agency, all the errors have been eradicated, and also we'll talk about the increase of functionality of the ID cards, development of the digital seals, and about the salesman project, about the second phase of this project. It's a new methods in Georgia, so a project about the adaptation of libraries and about the laboratory of innovations that was created at the Public Services Development Agency. So the first project is eradication of the duplications and deduplications, and we have perfected so the list of electorate and of the voters, and this system and the project was as follows. So we shared the photos that we had in the database, and if two photos were very similar, and the similarity was of a high percentage, we compared them, and then we sent this information to the correctors, and they proved that it might have been the duplication, or and this information was sent to the territorial bodies of the Public Service Development Agency, and this information was processed there, and these duplications were corrected, these errors were corrected as a result of communication with the citizen. So, and then we announced an amnesty as a result, and 1,353 customers used this opportunity, and they were granted amnesty. And so 4,350,000 so different kinds of data were processed and then corrected.
The second project I want to discuss is the development of the additional features for EID. One of the major problems Georgia faces today in terms of using electronic services stems from the fact that citizens getting electronic IDs are losing PIN codes that are necessary for getting the electronic services. Now the agency works to make sure that it's possible to restore the lost PIN codes. In addition, we're introducing new functions. We want to make sure that ID cards are compatible with other services. The digital seal that has been mentioned today on numerous occasions is another important concept. It is equivalent to it is for legal entities, and it is equivalent to electronic signature. Now we work with the national, together with the National Agency of Civil Public Service. So an applicant will get PIN codes, and personalized stamp will be delivered later. So these two processes are split to make sure that the process and the services are safe. It will be possible to integrate this digital seal into the document turnover and application of the seal by concrete individuals. Now timestamp. Now this agency has 4,096 support time stamping. The agency is also working on the high performance RSA 2048 time stamping that will enable us to make the service faster and flexible. This service will be free for individual use, and authentication will be required for commercial use. So concrete organizations will have access to quite flexible rates, tariffs. I've also already mentioned that the second phase of the project has been completed. I mean, the project that the agency is carrying out with the Ministry of Economy. It was about the involvement of seafarers document on live verification system for all issued documents. This phase has been already finished. As a result, the Georgian seafarers with the Georgian certificates are allowed to work on EU vessels. This is a very big step forward for the country in general. As for the steps for future to be taken within the scopes of the project are as follows: integration to government electronic document management systems, online payment systems development and integration for SERMS financial management module, and we will have the opportunity to online register seafarers. So these seafarers will complete the applications in the online regime. And another additional project that the agency is funding now and implementing in cooperation with number of donor organizations and partners is the Georgian Library project, which is piloted in 4 pilot libraries. 2 are village libraries, 2 others are municipality libraries. We will create a very positive environment for users in the libraries. There will be a fast internet and computers installed that will allow the local population to use these services absolutely free of charge, and to get familiarized with the new services, innovations available worldwide, and have information and receive information without leaving his own village. The first phase has already started. Simultaneously, we deliver trainings to library workers so that librarians, so that they are able to deliver a specialized service to the citizens. This training, as I mentioned, is being carried out with the support of several partner organizations and active involvement of the agency. The innovative service lab that was created in the Service Development Agency is an absolutely new concept to introduce innovations in the government sectors. In particular, this lab with its team is aimed to create new innovative services in the state that will make it easier for the citizens to get access to the government services, and that will create comfortable environment to enable the citizens to take maximum use of the government offered services. And so we have the ambition to be an assisting force to different organizations and government agencies, and help them in fine-tuning different services and in introducing new services, both for the government and business or corporate endeavors. The possibilities and opportunities that the team has are as follows: to identify different users, identify user tracks, routes. This will help us to identify the problems that the users face when trying to obtain the services. We're creating prototypes and carry out interviews and studies. We actually analyze the users and its stakeholders, and as a result we try to increase involvement of individuals in each project in order to take into consideration interest of each individual in relation to this project. These are the photos depicting the laboratory and the work process. I hope that we will cooperate with each of you and each organization to create a new innovative and interesting product and many products for our citizens and different users. Thank you very much. If you have questions, I'm here